Tonight, we're hearing from the pilot rescued after his plane crashed in the water off Westerly on Saturday.
And as we reported, the New York man intentionally ditched his crippled aircraft to avoid people on the beach. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen has the interview, new at 5.
Dr. Alexander Piekarski is a psychologist on Long Island. He was behind the controls of that plane when the engine gave out and he had to make a difficult decision. Alexander Piekarski was definitely happy and relieved to be heading back to work Monday morning, considering the frightening weekend he had. Saturday, while piloting this Beechcraft plane, he was forced to land in the water off Westerly. He says the small plane's propeller suddenly stopped working.
There was like a pop or a bang, and oil splattered all over the windshield.
Beachgoers on shore could barely believe what they were seeing.
I noticed up ahead of me there was a plane. And the plane was kind of coming at me, and I looked and I said, oh, that must be a remote control plane.
Piekarski says he was attempting to head to an airport he passed to make an emergency landing, but he quickly realized he couldn't make it there.
The next option was the beach, and I look and everybody's, having a wonderful, Saturday on the beach, so that's out of the question. So the last option was to kind of like skid it into the water. I skidded in, but I think my wing caught the water, and then it spun me around, and that's kind of where I hit my head, and I ended up looking like this.
Piekarski suffered only bumps and bruises. His neighbors are convinced that's more than just luck.
That's totally amazing. God was truly with him. Thank God that no one got hurt and injured in this incident.
Some are calling Piekarski a hero for preventing a disaster, but he calls it good training in action.
I think that's giving me a little too much credit. I mean, you're not going to, run over people. You just put it where you need to.
And Piekarski says he's simply too busy to think about his close brush with death, and he's already back counseling his patients about ways to deal with more typical daily stresses of life. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.